The Indian National Congress released its manifesto titled Nyay Patra for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections 2024. Congress leader P. Chidambaram unveiled the party's 2024 Lok Sabha manifesto titled Nyay Patra, and it focuses on 5 pillars of justice centered around its key components. It focuses on Yuva Nyay, Nari Nyay, Kisan Nyay, Shramik Nyay and Hissedari Nyay. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge along with Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi presented the manifesto in New Delhi. The party explained that the 5 pillars branch out into 25 guarantees which will benefit every member of Indian society.
राहुल जी के नेतृत्व में चली भारत जोड़ो न्याय यात्रा में 5 पिलर्स पर ध्यान केंद्रित किया गया था। यात्रा के दौरान युवा न्याय, किसान न्याय, नारी न्याय, श्रमिक न्याय और हिस्सेदारी न्याय की घोषणा की गई थी। जहां कहीं भी हम गए इन न्याय की बात हमने करी थी और इसकी गारंटी भी हमने दी है। इन 5 पिलर्स में से 25 गारंटी निकलते हैं। हर 25 गारंटी ने किसी ना किसी को लाभ मिलने का इसके अंतर्गत यहाँ पर हमारे मैनिफेस्टो में भी है और इसके लिए जो हम पहले से ही करते हुए आए हैं वो भी हमने इसका उल्लेख किया है।
जनता इस बात को समझे कि ये नॉर्मल चुनाव नहीं है, ये लोकतंत्र को बचाने का, संविधान को बचाने का चुनाव है और इसको लड़ना और जीतना बहुत जरूरी है। ये चुनाव 2-3%, 5% और बाकी हिंदुस्तान के बीच में चुनाव है और जो बाकी हिंदुस्तान चाहता है वो इस मैनिफेस्टो में है और जो 2% चाहता है, जो अदानी जी चाहते हैं, वो आप उनका मैनिफेस्टो देख लीजिए, आपको पता लग जाएगा। उसमें उनकी रिक्वेस्ट लिस्ट पूरी की पूरी आपको मिल जाएगी।
I have always accused the BJP government, the Modi government, is a government of the rich, by the rich and for the rich. This government is driven only by the interests of the top 1% of this country.
Among these are legal guarantee of minimum support prices for farmers as recommended by the Swaminathan Commission, to lift 23 crore Indians out of poverty like the NDA did for 25 crore Indians. Introduction of the Mahalakshmi scheme providing rupees 1 lakh annually to every poor Indian family. Launch of an urban employment program ensuring work for the urban poor in infrastructure projects. Introduction of Right to Apprenticeship Act that will provide 1-year apprenticeship to diploma holders or graduates below 25 along with a 1 lakh salary package. Increase pensions from the present rupees 200-500 per month to rupees 1000 per month. Abolition of the Agnimat program and reinstatement of armed forces recruitment to reach full sanctioned strength. Restoration of full statehood to Jammu and Kashmir and giving statehood to Puducherry. Adoption of the Rajasthan model for universal health care offering cashless insurance up to rupees 25 lakh. Pledge to fill nearly 30 lakh vacancies in central government posts. Implementation of 10% quota in jobs and educational institutions for economically weaker sections across castes without discrimination. Guarantee of a national minimum wage of rupees 400 per day. Constitutional amendment to raise the 50% cap on reservation for SC, ST and OBC. To recognize civil unions for LGBTQ community, PM also expressed his view on the Congress manifesto and he took a dig at the opposition. Let's play it out.
भाजपा जो कहती है वो जरूर करती है। दूसरी पार्टियों की तरह भाजपा केवल घोषणा पत्र नहीं जारी करती, हम तो संकल्प पत्र लेकर के आते हैं.
So there are two questions. The last manifesto also focused on Nyay. It didn't work out for the Congress party. And the second question is, how feasible in context of physical health is this Nyay Patra feasible? I am joined by Lavanya Balal, spokesperson Congress party, Vijay Prasad, spokesperson BJP, and Bhanuchanda Nakarajan, political analyst. In studio, I am joined by my input editor, Brijesh Pandey. I'll straight away go to Lavanya Balal first. Lavanya, how do you sum up the Nyay Patra? Is it enough? Last time the Nyay Patra didn't work out.
Good evening, Kartikeya. I think this is one of the finest manifestos that we have written till date, and I think it is all inclusive and it addresses every section of the society, especially the poor who are the underprivileged, I would say, and the youth, the women, everyone. You know, there's no one left behind in this manifesto, and it is a very progressive manifesto. So it's been, I think the Nyay Patra is one of the best manifestos Congress has presented till date, and the need of the hour, particularly.
But Lavanya, you have doubled up a lot of things, like Narega has been doubled up. You're talking about rupees 1 lakh to the poor families. How do you do that? Because if you look at the fiscal pie, these schemes themselves are pretty expensive.
Yes, Kartikeya, but we have seen in the last, I think, couple of months, India is not short of funds. It is just that funds are mismanaged. There are so many scams. I think the minute you plug in the scams, the money will be rediverted back. I know it is a long process, but it will be available to the common man. We need to plug these scams, and I think that is one step towards ensuring the money will come. And we have always seen the universal, you know, the income, basic income. If you look at 1 lakh per year for women, uh, yes, it is a big amount, but at the same time, it goes a long way in ensuring betterment of people's life, and that I think is much more important. We have, you know, in the last 10 years, Kartikeya, the narrative of the nation has moved away from being a welfare state. You know, I think India was designed to be a welfare state, and this is the need of the hour for people. Manrega, we have seen multiple states have complained they've not got their funds, and with increasing living expense, I think 400 rupees per day is not a big amount, but yes, it has to be a carefully designed budget when the budget is presented. It cannot be a hugely deficit budget.
Okay, let me go across to Vijay Prasad, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party. Your evaluation of the manifesto?
Yeah, very good evening, Karthik.
Thank you.
See, I would like to tell the Congress spokesperson that Congress ruled for 4 generations and for 60 years, and it calls itself a very grand old party. See, now, today, all the people of Congress, they are coming and saying that if it gets another chance in 2024, it will do what it has been mentioned in manifesto. So we want to question Congress. That means whatever has been said till now, what happened to that? What happened to that? See, now, whatever Congress says in its manifesto, it does not carry any meaning at all. It has lost significance because for the last, see, every election, be it state or be it national, Congress releases its manifesto by sitting in air-conditioned room prepared by few without getting to know what the people's aspiration is. Congress manifesto is just a dream. Congress, I can tell verbatim, Karthik, Congress is a confused party. Country is not. Congress, see, so far they call it as a Nyay Patra. That means to say, but they're doing anyay for the people of this country till now. Why are they calling it as a Nyay Patra?
Okay.
If you take all these manifestos so far, Congress has produced over a period of time. What happened to that?
Okay.
They were unjust.
Mr. Prasad, you are saying that, okay, because Lavanya wanted to respond. Okay.
What happened in the last 60 years is we built the nation from scratch,
Lavanya, I
and
did not
BJP
interfere.
has
Lavanya, I
destroyed.
did not interfere.
Acha, theek hai,
Lavanya, I did not
Vijay,
interfere.
okay, you
Just
conclude your point, then
just
Lavanya will
two-
come in. No. You
No,
conclude your point, then
but 2
Lavanya will come in.
Two
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah. See, till now, for 60 years, Congress were unjust for the youth. Did not get justice, defense, employability. This one. There were many sectors, and the most funny part is Kartik, on page 7, of their manifesto released today. Okay. I think Congress, I don't know whether Lavanya has gone through that. Page number 7, they are telling they will set up libraries in the name of Ambedkar. This is the most funny event that I've been hearing since the afternoon, Karthik. They are the ones
Okay.
who did great injustice to Ambedkar. They are the ones who defeated him. They are the ones who
Okay.
left.
Okay, I think the point has been taken.
Now they are telling they are creating.
No, Vijay, there are three more guests.
This is the most funniest
Fair
part,
enough.
Karthik.
Okay, there are three more guests. There are three more guests in the studio. Lavanya, I'll come to you, but let me go across to Brijesh first. Brijesh, your evaluation of the Congress manifesto?
Well, I think, it walks the talk as what Rahul Gandhi has been saying for a while now. Basically, what the manifesto is, that the manifesto is also exhibiting what Rahul Gandhi has been saying in his Bharat Jodo Yatra and all, that this is the fight between the haves and the have-nots. Now, you like it, you don't like it, that's besides the point. The fight is that if you look at the way, that is shaped, there's a scheme for women, there's a scheme for youth, there's a scheme for poor, there's also, there's also an assertion that, that if we come to power, we'll make sure that minorities are able to live the way they want to live, wear what they want to wear, eat what they want to eat, hinting at the current situation in the country, and also the fact that, one of the most important thing, which had BJP slightly worried at the start, which is the caste census, and also to have a relook at the 50% cap.
Okay, let me take this question to Bhanu. Bhanu, caste census is being touted as some sort of a mana. Rahul Gandhi is after it, but do you think that it is an enabler or a disabler for the Congress party? Because caste politics is something, which somehow was in the terrain of opposition's late 60s and early 70s. They were working on Pasmanda, Pichra politics, and then suddenly it became part of the Mandal politics. Congress never got into this boogie. Do you think it's an enabler or disabler?
See, they put it to test during the 5 state elections or the 3 main state elections, and it failed. So I don't know why they are resuscitating an idea that has failed. And the biggest weather vane of caste politics, Nitish Kumar has jumped ship. That itself should give an indicator that this idea has failed. So caste politics in India has been consumed by many things. One of them is the overarching Hindutva politics that the BJP is playing, and more importantly, the Labharthi politics, where many strata of society have been now reached by the welfare politics. So I think the bite that it had a few months ago is gone now. I do not know why they are reiterating it again, but with many ideas in this manifesto have been regurgitations of the past. Even the core idea of, there's a lot of socialism in this manifesto, if I could put it that way. There's an aphorism, right? Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man a fish, he eats for a lifetime. This is of the former variety. You see a lot of doles, lot of freebies that are presented. Like you began the program by saying, like, who's going to finance these things? What is going to be the budget for this is something that's not realized. So I think the Congress, has not grasped the fact that India is the 5th largest economy now. The aspirations have changed.
Okay.
They're still doing the old things that they were doing. That's my summary of the manifesto.
Fair enough. Nikhil Jain, so is it correct for me to say that the manifesto on a very popular side? And second, Nikhil, there is also one aspect, it is making a statement on Agniveer politics, and it's saying that it will be reversed. Very rarely major defense issues are reversed. Generally you don't do that, both in foreign policy and reverse. But this manifesto very categorically mentions it.
Kartikeya, that's a point that with this current ruling government, the kind of decisions that they've been taking without the due process, without a deliberative, consultative mechanism with the experts, with other opposition leaders, the kind of decisions that they've taken, even in the domains of foreign policy and defense, they are those that need to be reversed. Agniveer scheme is something that a plethora of defense experts, former chiefs of staff, either privately or even publicly, have aired their concerns about that this is not the right mechanism for the Indian Army to function. This is not good for the morale of the forces, for the Jawans, for the soldiers, and therefore permanent commission into the army at all levels, whether it is the NCOs, the JCOs, or the commissioned officers. That is what the army requires. That is what has been happening since decades, and therefore there is a need to roll back the scheme. And I think it's a very bold step that the Congress has taken, mentioning that in their manifesto, straight across, airing their difference with the scheme, not just in political rhetoric, but also on a physical paper. So far as the overall manifesto is concerned, I agree with one of the previous speakers that the Congress has totally walked the talk. All the issues that they've been raising, whether it is about the rights of minorities being inflicted upon, personal freedoms being inflicted upon, democracy being under threat, inflation, rising unemployment, lack of opportunities for the youth, all of them have been categorically addressed. So far as the budgeting for all of this is concerned, I think that is something, to be very honest, I'm not privy to who made the manifesto, but I'm sure there must have been some deliberations that must have taken place with economists. We all know that the Congress party has worked with top economists of the country, over the years. And even in the previous manifesto, it was said that Raghuram Rajan was one of the people who was advising the Congress party to prepare their manifesto. Perhaps they have gotten somebody else or him again in 2024. So that is not something I'd worry about. And one important point I'd like to point out for your viewers is that this is a contrast between the Congress and the BJP right now. That when you talk about the BJP, they will say we are doing things for the next 1,000 years. We have a 2047 Sankalp. We want to make it a $5 trillion economy. But these are all very, long-sighted intangibles. These are not things that you can actually measure after the end of the 5 years of the government's term. But what the Congress has promised, it's tangible. And foreseeable future.
Mr. Jain, you have made your point. You have made your point. I need to go back to both Lavanya Balal and Vijay Prasad, but I'll go to Vijay Prasad first. He has been raising finger, and then I'll go to Lavanya. Vijay, my only request is, Vijay, listen to me now. My only request is, first 2 minutes, and then I'll go to Lavanya. You first.
Yes. Okay. Now, Karthik, see, now, I would like to ask the Congress supporters and the Congress spokesperson. See, once upon a time, they had 400 seats. Now they have reduced to 52. Now they are the ones who are giving their manifesto year after year in every election, whether it be state or national elections. They are the ones who are giving their manifesto. Now they have to answer, why did they reduce from 400 to 52? That is the first question they need to answer. Now, based on the other things, now we are at least thinking ahead. What is the aspirations of the people and how to fulfill that? So we are the ones who are telling the Viksit Bharat. Now the Congress Manifesto Committee Chairman Chidambaram, he once ridiculed our Prime Minister, and he was the one who said, who will buy 25 paise the coriander leaves by paying 25 rupees to buy 25 paise? Will she have current? Will she have the point of sale? Sir, I would like to reiterate the steps taken by Prime Minister Modi in bringing the digital transformation into the country. It is hitting on the face of
Vijay, 2 minutes are over. I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah. Okay.
Done?
So, see, that means to say, Congress is out of sync with the reality, and they are not in touch with the grassroots requirement. So that is the reason why they were once upon a time 400. Now they are into 52. In 2024 election, the 52 will come down to 25 also. I will not be surprised.
Okay. Now I have to go to Lavanya. Okay, fair enough. You have made your point, Lavanya. You can respond to your co-panelist Vijay Prasad. I have a question. First Bharat Jodo Yatra was pretty successful. Second Bharat Jodo Yatra, Nyay Yatra didn't get that sort of a response. Why is Congress stuck to this word Nyay when the politics of social justice is principally grounded in the politics of opposition of early 80s in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh? Why has that happened, Lavanya?
Yes, this is a question that has been asked of us multiple times. Why are we stuck on the word Nyay? I think because India at this point of time needs social justice. Justice is what every section of the society is seeking. You know, it may look like we are still stuck to 1980s, but we have to go back to the basics. We have to go back to the ground and build the nation up from ground up right now, and that is why we are calling it a Nyay Patra. And as far as BJP's allegations are going, we do understand they're befuddled by this kind of manifesto because their manifesto is intangible and it does not really talk about the common man. We have gone back to what the common man in India needs, and it's perfectly fine for BJP to make all kind of allegations. The world knows as the internal survey of the BJP, the RSS, puts their numbers at 180, and the BJP is desperate this time to, win the election. But we all know
I think
that
everyone should,
400 projections.
Lavanya, everyone should be desperate to win elections. It's very, very important. But Vijay, you really have to promise me it has to be 45 seconds because it's time for a break. You know, it has to be 45 seconds and I'll close it.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. See, you can take the stopwatch, Kartikeya. See, Congress is doing Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra every now and then. Every time they do, on in one leg they say Amar, in the next leg they say Akbar, in the other leg they say Anthony. See, they have on one day they attack BJP and they attack some other caste, some other religion. See, on every occasion, on different legs of the their whatever the Jodo Yatra they are doing, on everywhere they're going haywire. So, what is their intention? What is their intention of whom are they joining? But coming to since I am from Karnataka, the Bangalore rural MP, the same MP belongs to Congress. He says he wants a different state. He wants a different state. On one side, Congress is doing
that is not directly connected to manifesto. Okay. Okay. You have your point of view. Lavanya, you have the last word because Mr. Prasad has spoken. How many seats do you expect the party to win this time?
Individually for the Congress party, we are expecting more than 100 seats. And that's a very good goal for us this time. And we are expecting the India Govt to form the government.
Okay, thank you. I think that was very honest answer. Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you, Vijay, Nikhil, Bhanu Chandra. I know we had some short time. We could have had a longer debate. You know, Bhanu is a regular panelist. You know, could have been there. But I'm really sorry. It will be other time. You're one of the most regulars here. And thank you, Nikhil, for being so fluid on my show. You know, Brijesh, I think when Lavanya said 100, that was a pretty honest answer.
She was very honest.
That was very honest. Very few people would honestly say this on any TV debate that, they expect the party to get 100 seats. I'm really surprised. But then, you don't expect such a honesty on debates like this.